Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series here in Football Manager 2019, where we're playing Bath City Football Club and trying to take them to the top of the Premier League. So if you want to follow that journey, remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. So far, we are 5 seasons in, and we have just started our third season in Verona National League, and we did do good here. So we are second in the league after the first round of matches completed. So we did a 2-0 win here against Stockport, which is pretty nice. And next game coming up is against Cheltenham, who won the biggest apparently, so we will meet the league leaders in the next match, but it will be at home, so that's good, and hopefully we can keep on the result and form coming here. Anyway, also if you enjoy the content here, remember to smash that like button as well. It's very much appreciated and the best way for you to show that you enjoy the content, and it will be greatly appreciated from me, as said. And last year our season ticket sales is pretty good up here, actually, with over 10%, up to almost 400 from 360 last season. And look here, being not really interesting, so we can skip that continued scout, and we have a scouting meeting here, and we'll see if we have any interesting notes or player here to try and scout and sign. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately, so we'll just move on towards the first match here in this episode. Also, if you have any comments, thoughts, or anything like that, no, sorry, excuse me for if you heard that, any thoughts, comments, ideas on the episodes or the series or anything like that, do leave a comment, and I read everything, and the most informative and positive comments will get pinned, just so you know. And we actually get a pretty decent offer here finally for Ponticelli, and let's see here. So we have set the asking price to 180. That's of course probably a bit too much, but I think Ashley will accept the offer here at 80k, or should we? I'm a little bit divided here on what to do. Really, he has some potential, but yeah, he's not great really. And yeah, but it's almost 3 times the value of the player here, so I feel like it should be a pretty good decision to sell him. We have Brandt and we have Oliver as backups, and they have worked out pretty fine before, and the cash is it's always good. So I think we'll actually accept the offer. Then he will. We'll see if he will speak with them or not. Probably not, but we'll see. Basically, I don't think it's a bad option here to sell him. Actually, we have Brandt, who's very good and have done good for us all these years. So I have no trouble in taking Brandt back into the team. Is he really in his prime age, at 28 or 29 years old, I believe. Not really the age that we are looking for in our players at this stage anyway. Since we are in the lower leagues, we want players that we can build on, really, so to say, and not players that are peaking. That's more what we're looking for, and having continuity in the higher leagues when we are reaching the Premier League or things like that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening here about Ponticelli. I'm not too unhappy if we sell him, and I'm not too unhappy either if we keep him. So we'll see. So we'll just continue towards the next match day, which is against Cheltenham, as we already said. And let's see here. Ponticelli rejects the contract offer from Chester, that's all right. And Chester have made an offer to loan Lundström as well, and that is fine also. We can loan him out, that's absolutely fine. And work ball into box will get in. And I don't really like to get stuck in options, so we'll not do that. And according to the bookmakers, very even game here coming up against Cheltenham. We'll take a look at the tactics that we missed last match around against Stockport, but it did work out good for us nonetheless. Training here is a little bit better, yet again here in the start of the season finally, at 7.3 as an average, which is decent. And really nothing special here so far to note on our players. Hodges getting improvement pretty much everywhere, but he's our third or fourth choice or something like that as a goalkeeper. Charles, unfortunately, we can't criticize as he's unhappy. I believe that's the reason, at least, that we can't criticize him for his training performance. And Lewis Hamlet won't merge on a loan. That should be quite alright as well. But actually kinda not, because we do want him as a backup player. So let's see here. We want to add them. So we can call him back. Is that what we are saying here? I don't know. I really don't know. We'll actually reject the offer here. I think we need him with us as a backup for ourselves. So we'll let him be in our team, so to say. And we have already the strongest team in our field here, so we'll switch this and we'll actually play Ponticelli as pressing forward attack, as he's stronger, a little bit stronger in that, and we want to have a little bit more of a attacking mentality. So let's see here. We are playing pretty narrow and we folks play down the middle. That's alright. We are stronger down the middle, but we are pretty strong down the right as well. So we'll actually, we can't do both. No, we can't do both. So the question is, I think we'll actually do focus down the right. And we'll see if that works out for us. We'll try, I think we'll try that for this match, and everything else looks alright to me. So we'll submit the team here, and we'll decide if we'll play down the middle or down the right after this match, or maybe we'll decide after a few more matches. But I think both options is good here for us. At the moment with Oyebode in the team. So first highlight here in the second minute, and it's Cheltenham with the ball. Jordan breaking the ball there very, very well inside the penalty box with a sliding tackle. And it's a counter-attack here, and Ponticelli with the ball, and he shoots, and it's a goal for Ponticelli here in the second minute of the game. So what a start here for Ponticelli and Bath City, and Oyebode here with a great assist here. A super long through ball And a great finish there by Ponticelli as well. So a very, very good start, as I said here. Fourth minute, and Cheltenham with a chance, and it's a goal on a corner from Cheltenham here in the fourth minute already. So very quick equalization here, and it's all equal again. Since I said equalization, it's of course equal. It would be strange if it were anything else. So we did start good, but we'll see here. Cheltenham getting strong here. Cheltenham with a chance here in the 10th minute, just outside the penalty box, and they shoot, and it's safe hands there by Barrett. Corner for Bassett. Haynes with the corner, and we hit the top bar there, unfortunately. A little bit unlucky that we didn't get more out of it. So pretty slow here in the middle of the game, or in the middle of the first half. With only minutes now to go of the first half. We'll see what happens here. We do have a highlight here in the 47th minute, just before the end of the first half. Bass City with the ball, but Cheltenham broke or intercepted the throw in there, and they shoot well wide, and should be at the end of the highlight there, really. And yeah, it is. So halftime here, scoreline 1-1 for Bass City versus Cheltenham. Shots 5-10, shots on target 3-4, possession 40-60%. So overall, not the greatest of games or so at all. We are fine in the scoreline, of course. We are equal with the Cheltenham here so far, so I think it's decent, but not really better than that so far. We have Oyebode with the 1 assist, so he's been playing decently well. We have Iverson with a very poor game so far, though, so we'll say that we are not happy with his performance, but other than that, I think it looks alright throughout the team. But yeah, I sort of feel at the moment that through the middle is maybe a better option than through the right to focus our attacks on. Cheltenham here with a free kick, and it's a goal for Cheltenham here, unfortunately, in the 51st minute. And yeah, not really the greatest, so I think we'll switch here to focus play through the middle, and we'll see if that will help anything at all. Hopefully it will. I don't think I would have been playing bad or anything like that, but I think that maybe we are focusing a little bit too much, and that's why we have had trouble after the first goal there. And a really good chance there for Bass City, but unfortunately we don't make it past the keeper. And a new chance here, or actually Cheltenham getting one player less on the pitch here, getting one player off, Mvovi getting sent off the field here, and we'll go up to attacking here, definitely. And we passed the 60-minute mark here, so it's time for some substitutions here, I think. And I think we'll have to switch out the Haviland again here and play Sangster as a deep laying playmaker in support. And I think we should switch out Bolton, who's not having a great game here either. So we'll do that, and we'll switch out Iverson for the same reason here. And we'll hope that we don't get a player sent off or a player injured, so we'll have to take one player off or anything like that. And we'll show some passion here, and we'll go up to very attacking. We'll shout the man more as well, I guess. And we have a highlight here in the 75th minute throw in for us, and the ball to Charles, to Sangster, to Gray here, and it's a through ball to Adloy versus the keeper, and we hit the post or something, and we get it back here. Oyebode, can he cross? No, he got dispossessed, unfortunately, way too easy. And we'll shout the man more here once we can, but we have another highlight here in the 81st minute. Tavares with a cross, and Ponticelli gets pushed or something, and we get a penalty shot here, and Ponticelli will take it. Ponticelli versus the keeper here, and it's a goal here for Bassett, and it's all equal, and Ponticelli there nearly getting denied by the keeper again there on the penalty shot. So I'd say we are lucky yet again on these penalty shots. Second time in a row, or second match in a row, where Ponticelli's penalty had been just not quite on the level it should be. 5 minutes to go here, and we do have a highlight from Cheltenham, and it's a goal for Cheltenham here in the 94th minute, unfortunately, with one player less on the pitch. It's a terrible turn of unfortunate events here for Bassett, and our player standing on the post there, not doing anything, just watching as the ball goes in there, really. And we should have the final whistle here any second now. Just waiting for the final whistle, and we will lose this game here, unfortunately. That's the final whistle. So the final scoreline 2-3 for Bassett versus Cheltenham. Shots 9-20, shots on target 6-9, possession 44-56%. So I feel like we did better here in the second half after switching to a central focused attack, which is what we'll continue to use then, I think, instead of focusing on the right, which we tried here first. Unfortunately, our defenders are having a very bad game, especially Akinola, who took a hit here in the second half. So overall, the scoreline definitely reflecting the stats here. And yeah, not too bad, but I really felt like we maybe could have the draw there, which is a bit of a shame. And yeah, I can all getting from 6.5 to 6.1 here in the second half, which is not too great at all. But it's alright. We'll see here very shortly where we ended up in the league after that match. So we are now 8th in the league, and we'll meet Wrexham, who did win their last match, so they are now 5th, and we will meet them as an away team. So probably will be another quite hard game, but hopefully we can do better here than this match against Cheltenham. Pretty good attendance here, at least, with 1,323 attending the game, so that's pretty nice, and we'll praise Ponticelli's performance there with the 2 goals in his last match. And Lundström do agree to get on loan with Chester, and could do a parting comment there to him, but I didn't really note that or knew that we could do that, so I just clicked past it, unfortunately. Another scouting meeting here. Let's see if there is anything interesting. No, not really the case. Only 2 poor quality players there, which is a shame. So pretty tough or tight playing schedule here, so we'll see if we need to change any of the players out due to tiredness or not, and that we'll see here very shortly when we pick our team. So we should reduce support duties and increase attack duties, and yeah, we'll not really do that. We will add this team instruction to add though: defend with more width and hit early crosses. That's fine. And according to the bookmakers here, we are slight underdogs, unfortunately. And we get an offer here for Garrett O'Connor, and that's really too little as usual. It's not even 3 times the money or anything like that, so we'll set or request at 100k. We'll just reject the offer. And let's see here if there anything special to note here. Not really the case. We'll just not comment here from the press. And let's go to the team selection and look here. So all players in good condition here, really. Oyobode a little bit on the tired side, so could be time to play O'Connor here. And I think we'll actually do that for one match. And we'll see here in possession, we'll focus down through the middle here instead then, definitely. And yeah, that should be alright. And other than that, I think all players look good here. We have a little bit of trouble with Charles here still. But that is really alright, for me at least. We do have him signed until 2024, so he's not really going anywhere unless we get a good offer for him. So yeah, we'll continue the match, or continue to the match here, and just go to kickoff straight away as we usually do, and comment the match. Slow first few minutes here, not much happening at all. First highlight here in the 17th minute, goal kick from our keeper, and a very long one, getting down to their defenders, and it's picked up or intercepted there by Iverson, and unfortunately it's a bad ball up, and it intercepted by Wrexham, and now they are making their way up here on the right hand side, passing into the middle, passing it back and forth here, quite the way away from the penalty area, but getting just outside of it. But we managed to intercept the ball there just outside the penalty area, but we make a very poor pass up, and it's intercepted by Wrexham, and they shoot, and it's just outside the goal there. A very dangerous shot, or very near goal, rather, is maybe what I should say. And not too much happening there again for a little while, but we do have a highlight here in the 7th minute going on. Pass it with the ball, but we are losing the ball yet again on the passing back and forth, unfortunately. But we won it back, but it yet again into Wrexham's hands, and they are yet again playing quite a bit outside the penalty area, but are closing in and are just now quite near the penalty area, and they are through, and it's a shot over the bar. Again, a very dangerously looking shot actually, but pretty good action from our keeper and our defender, so they had to shoot outside the penalty area at least, so that's good. And we are now having another highlight just before the end of the first half here. So Adloy getting the ball there, and we just missed it, and the pass is going back and forth here a little bit, and unfortunately it's the ball to Wrexham here, and a very poor pass there by Bolton, or tried to clear, and Wrexham with a shot, but it's quite well over the bar, so no real danger there, and that's the end of the first half. So the scoreline here, 0-0 for Bassett versus Wrexham. Shots 5-13, shots on target 2-6, possession 40-60%. So definitely a draw is always alright on as being away team, so that's good, but definitely not on the level that we want to in terms of shots or match stats or anything like that, because we are pretty far away from Wrexham here, I feel. And yeah, we should do better, but really we'll check our players and the ratings there first. So quite alright actually, but we have O'Connor and Poncelli with very poor ratings, and actually let's see here, De Havilland as well. So we'll criticize them and hope that will get the team going here in the second half. And we'll start the second half here just like this, and we'll make substitution around the 60-minute mark as usual. And I was thinking about here also if we are maybe a little bit too positive in our mentality and should move down to balanced here or something like that for future matches. We have a highlight here in the 51st minute, and it's Wrexham with a header just over the bar, and they are one player short, so we should definitely be able to make something happen here. So we'll show some passion, and we are now in the 58th minute, and it's yet again a shot for Wrexham, and they shoot, and it's pretty easily saved there by Barrett, so that's good. And definitely time to make some substitution here. We have O'Connor still being very bad, or actually now down to 6, so we'll switch him out, and we'll switch Poncelli out for the same reason for Brunt, and we'll play Brunt as a target man in support. We'll go up to very attacking here even, and we'll do no more substitution for now, but soon I think we'll do De Havilland as well, and we'll show some passion again. And Charles with the corner here for Bath City, and it's a long misses everyone really. Adloy passes to Gray to Brunt, and Adloy getting a second chance to cross, and it's to Brunt, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the 71st minute, and the first goal of the season for Brunt, and a super assist there by Adloy really. So very good stuff there by Brunt and Adloy, which have been a very good players together for quite some time, and Brunt there with a quality finish. Really great stuff there, really, I can say really a few more times, but I shouldn't. But what we will do is to sub De Havilland off here and put in Sangster and play him as a deep playmaker, and we'll also switch our mentality down to cautious here. And we have another highlight here in the 78-79th minute. And Wrexham there choosing to passing on the back of their players, which is a bit odd really, but each to their own, I guess. And the ball down to Barrett after all that play, not really anything happening, so the highlight will come here pretty shortly, I guess. The ball out here to the left hand side to Ivison, pass to Haynes, and it's a bad pass by Haynes, and Wrexham picking up the loose ball, and Wrexham versus our keeper, and it's a goal for Wrexham here, unfortunately, in the 79th minute. So we can't really go down to cautious, we'll go back up to very attacking here. And hopefully we can manage to do another goal here. And a good play here, really, and yeah, I think the keeper should have saved there, throwing himself all over the pitch there for some reason. Yeah, we'll show some passion here until the end of the match, I guess. And a highlight here in the 89th minute, and Brunt, it's just over the goal there on that free kick. 5 minutes to go here, and we'll see what happens here. We will not get the chance to get a winning goal here, unfortunately, and the final score, and then 1-1 for Bath City versus Wrexham. Shots 12-24, shots on target 6-10, possession 43-57%. So yeah, looking at the stats here yet again, the result here is definitely good for us, but they were one player short, and we really should have done better. And I guess Haynes is to blame here for that goal that we got against us, with a rate of 6.0, and then we have Poncelli and O'Connor, of course, with 6.0 as well, and Havilland also having a bad game. So overall, our players not really performing on the level they should here. I think is the biggest problem, really, which is a shame. But yeah, we can't do too much about it. So I also think we'll switch up our tactics here a little bit, going down a little bit on our mentality down to balanced. I think that will work out better. And we move down to 13th place here only after that match, 5 points away from Cheltenham. So we'll do that first, switch mentality to balanced. I think that will work out better for us. And let's see here. Anything to note here? Not really. Chester being interested in almost all our players. A little bit strange, really. Are they super rich or what is their thing? I don't know. I don't understand. Well, no matter. We'll skip that. Anyway, that will be everything for this episode. So remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed it, and also hit that subscribe button if you want to, of course, so you don't miss out any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming, and of course to follow this series. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.